Son with Ola, baby! What's up, everyone, and welcome to Sunday with Ola 103. Welcome. Oh shit, I have to tell you about what happened when I wrote this song, or whatever that bunch, when I wrote these bunch of riffs. I had my long sleeve on and I recorded this, you know. And then I pulled my arm like this. And, you know, the Floyd kind of followed through, so... And that was unintentional. And then I kept it in. So it was like a long-sleeved riff. If you ever want to give the impression that you're drunk, there's always the whammy bar, you know. Dimebag, baby! Hello, Dimebag! Double the pick throw. Hang on, what the f is this pick? Feared, hello! I think I use these for bass sometimes. That's cool, that's an old guitar pick. I never know what I find in this box right here. There's so many guitar picks. What's this? Raven? What the f is that? Marcy! I don't know what happened to my voice. Intentional, 0 mistakes. Look at that, Marcy of Exhorter. He's not an Exhorter anymore, but he's still Marcy. Ooh, old The Haunted guitar pick. Ooh, exit wounds. What else do we have? We have these, the Tortex Sharps that Jeff Loomis used. Shit, man, this is a lot of fun. Oh! I think there's a certain plant on this guitar pick. I don't know why. I don't know what type of plant. The Haunted Jonas bass pick. I think I have it here because he comes here and records bass every once in a while. Why am I doing this, you might ask? Well, I just don't have anything better to do. That's kind of what I do here on the Sunday with Ola. I sit here and I just... Shit. Also, while I'm adjusting this camera angle right here, I'm gonna let you know that I've sort of decided... Focus on face. That is a focused face right there, thank you. No, but I decided what I should have on this wall over here. Last week we talked about my wall and what I should have on these black walls that are here. And I have a couple of good ideas. I was thinking having like a logo over there. A logo sign, that would be cool, right? And then on this wall right here, I think maybe like a couple of cool guitars and maybe some memorabilia. Just fill it with a bunch of stuff. Make it cool, huh? Anyways, guys, welcome to Sunday with Ola. Welcome to the premiere. Team No Sleep. What's up? Let's go. All right, did you guys see the new John Petrucci animated video? No? Well, you should. It's for the song Temple of Circadia. Circadia. And it's John Petrucci being animated. You know, it's a legit good song, it's a legit cool video, but I noticed something very, very strange about this video. In this video, John Petrucci, I think he's on a quest to Temple of Circadia, maybe, I don't know. But as he ends up meaning the final boss, is gonna riff out against the final boss. That's the final boss right there. And that's a evil golem, I guess? Shit is happening, people are dying, it's absolutely terrible. Goes with the song. What is he doing? He transforms a guy into what I believe is a solar guitar. No? I might be mistaken, but isn't that a Solar V right there? Let me get a Solar V. Alright, in my hands I have a Solar V. And you know, it has a headstock like this, and then a body shape like this. And, okay, this guitar in the video has 3 buttons or knobs and a weird bridge like that. But it is this bridge, you know. It's just that it blocked out like 2 triangles and some bullshit. But it is this shape right there. And the headstock is the right shape. It's a 7-string, I can see that. I'm not saying it's a Solar, but I'm pretty sure that is a Solar. And I'm the evil guy. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a regular, it could be any f***ing V guitar, man. When I saw it first, I was just like, my heart skipped a beat a little bit. Like, is that a Solar? I don't know. Anyway, the video is freaking cool. And, you know, John Petrucci is obviously slaying all these guards with his guitar, his Majesty guitar. And then he shreds the shit out of this guy that's playing a Solar. And truth be told, that doesn't really look like me, does it? Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's me without hair. It's the news guy. John Petrucci, everyone. All right, I have to give credit to Nicholas, one of my members. He picked out this piece of news and, you know, he did a little bit of journalism, you know, unlike what I do. I just read what's on the fucking news tabloid and that's it. No, but Nicholas shared me this video of Polyphia from Tim Henson's YouTube channel, The Making of Playing God, where they're sitting talking about a guitar. Itself to that style. And they talk about that guitar right there. So the point with this video is that, you know, they're talking about getting Ibanez to start making this guitar again, which is sort of like an electric nylon.
The sound travels and hits your face, which is a really nice touch.
Oh, I need sound in my face! That's actually pretty cool.
Final version, the TOD10N.
TOD10, okay, TOD10 Ibanez. Let's Google. So it's not official through the Ibanez website, but it seems that we're gonna see a TOD10 guitar coming soon with a sound hole that gives the sound to your face.
A lot of people.
So I guess it's like a recording acoustic nylon guitar where the sound comes to your face and you just record a nylon with the cable, basically. So it makes a lot of sense. I'm a little bit excited by this. And also, thank you so much to Nicholas for, you know, sharing this piece of news. You can share news too, if you think that's important. I think this is cool. I would love to try one out. I like the sound hole in my face. I'm actually being serious. It sounds like I'm sarcastic, but I'm actually being serious. I would love to have the sound hole in my face. Shit. Okay. It's impossible for me to make that sound not serious. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so it's fairly uncommon that I get excited about audio interfaces, and you guys know about this. I'm an advocate for Apogee or UAD audio interfaces, and basically that's what I've been using for the past 15 years maybe? Holy shit, 15 years! So I wouldn't say I'm that well-rounded when it comes to audio interfaces, and I probably should not talk too much about audio interfaces because I have no idea how the quality is in other audio interfaces nowadays. But with that said, Apogee, which is the brand of audio interfaces I'm the most used to, I have an Apogee Ensemble over here, they're releasing a small little 2x2 interface, USB-C called Boom, which is an incredibly stupid name. Whether you're a musician, podcaster, or live streamer, Apogee Boom will inspire you to take your products to the next level, perfect for beginner and pros. Boom features legendary Apogee sound quality and onboard DSP for tone shaping your recordings, all the most affordable price ever for an Apogee 2x2 USB-C audio interface. Look at this. Looks like a big boom. No, I'm actually pretty excited about this because, you know, what I love about the Apogee and the QOTD stuff is their preamps, basically, and their preamps for just, you know, connecting a guitar straight into their interface. It's just so good, man. It's so good. That's how I've been recording all my that's so loud. Calm the down. Okay. Basically, my signal chain for anything that's gone into a computer when I record a guitar DI has been guitar into the instrument input of the Apogee, and you know that's it basically. Those inputs are so clean, and they translate very well when you want to reamp something later. So usually when you have other type of DIs and you try reamp them, there's something that's off. With the Apogee stuff, it's pretty on point if you want to reamp. It seems to have onboard DSP effects with ECS channel strip, so you get a channel strip that's utilizing onboard DSP, so you won't get any latency out of the if you add like a compressor. I think it's like a channel strip, is it? Probably like a channel strip, basically a preamp with compressors and limiters and whatnot. Big dick, what? What? Boom? Big dick boomer snacks. Shit. What? Okay, so they're obviously catering this to like streamers or on-the-go recording artists. I really like this format of audio interface because, in my opinion, I don't really use more than maybe 2 inputs at once, just like on this Apogee Arrow that I have right here. This is a great audio interface. I love this interface. I'm currently using it to capture the audio of my screen capture into Logic, but I've been using this a lot for like clinics and shit, and I don't really need more than this. You have 2 microphone inputs and a guitar input, and you know, it's USB powered, so you don't need an extra power supply, shit like that. So I'm legit excited about the boom snacks. All right, I need to test this out. Awesome. Okay, Fender Japan does it again with 2 striking signature Stratocasters for alt rockstar Ken. Who's Ken? All right, okay. Well, let's take a look at the guitar. That is f***ing cool, I must say. What a cool, weird graphic. What else? Oh, shit. Damn. This kind of reminds me of that Charvel that Angel Vivaldi had. Kind of gives me vibes like that, just saying. With this look. All right, I know I'm making myself a fool by reading this, but who the f*** is Ken? Oh, okay. Born in 1968, is a musician and singer-songwriter, best known as guitarist of the Japanese rock band L'Arc-en-Ciel. Okay, that I absolutely know about. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't know about Ken. It's just a very generic name, you know, Ken. Who is it? We have a rap artist in Sweden called Ken. There's, you know, Barbie's boyfriend is called Ken. It's just really hard to guess who it is. But I do know the rock band L'Arc-en-Ciel, so that's pretty cool. Look at that. Look at those. Those are cool. Thank you. NFTs, the hottest thing since sliced bread. Megadeth unveils Rattleheads, a generative NFT collection. Oh, thank God. A little bit more than a year ago, NFTs were still kind of weird and, you know, up and coming, and no one didn't actually know what it was. Okay, so, how do I buy an NFT? Here we come. Where are you coming? Okay, can I buy this? I want to buy this NFT. I can just save it. There it goes! Saved myself a whole bunch of money right there. I have it. I'm the owner of this JPEG right here on my computer. But someone else can pay for it and be a legit NFT owner of this. Shit. I probably shouldn't be talking about crypto and shit like that. I'm sorry. There's probably crypto people out there that think that this is great news. Anyways, there is a way of supporting Megadeth. If you're into crypto and shit, you can support them by getting an NFT. I would just download the picture. Just saying. Okay, I have to say, last week's news, I talked about Rick Beato and his Gibson signature guitar, but I forgot to mention the coolest part about this Gibson guitar. While I'm trying to click this block notification thing, I hate this. Why can't I just click? There it is, okay. You have to be so exact. The thing I forgot to mention in regards to this is that all the proceeds from this model will be donated to Save the Music Foundation, which helps provide access to music education for American public school students. That is amazing. That is awesome. I missed that small little detail in the latest news. I think that's probably better than the actual news. A very nice touch and very nice of Rick Beato to do this. But most important piece of news is that Gene Simmons has no friends. I'm more interested in what I want to do. Okay. There you go. The news. Oh, hello, Joel. Guitar of the week. I figured, don't film here because there's secrets, okay? This is probably, or this series is probably one of my favorite Ibanez guitars. The John Petrucci P, this is the P4 right there, but obviously he had P1, P2, P3, and this one, P4. He also had a couple of different anniversary models that were incredibly sick, and these were reasonably priced back in the day. Made in Japan, I think. Yes, in Japan. And they were like $1,300, something like that. Now they sell for, I think this one is like at $3,000 maybe, because they're so sought after since John Petrucci moved to Ernie Ball Music Man. I had initially a P2 version of this that I bought at John Petrucci Clinic actually, but I sold that to someone in Sweden, and I felt that I needed to get one of these again, so I bought this from a friend. These are great playing guitars, man. I mean, Ibanez back at this era was incredible. This is made in 98. I also had an RG 7620 from 98 that was absolutely amazing. Just incredibly snappy, lean guitars. Really shreddy. I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but look at the string height, if you can. You can get the strings so close on the fretboard on this guitar. It's incredible. Oh, look at this too. Slight little crack right there at the heel. Very small. Not a problem, okay? But yeah. Can we do some clean? The mixture of the two pickups made for really tight rhythm, really sick ass leads, and a really good clean tone. So let's see if the clean tone is good. Yeah, man, listen to that. It's like pure sex. That's like Petrucci right there. Petrucci in a pickup sound. Petrucci is here, but I'm playing his guitar. I can't sing for shit. That's okay, I'm not a singer. James LaBrie sings sometimes like P. Yeah, but that's so good sounding right there. And I didn't even do anything on the amp. So good. What do you think about that? Great. No, but this is just such a sick guitar, and if you can find these old like RGs from the 90s, they're just really good for the price. I mean, these are overpriced, but like the RG 750 and 550 from the early 90s, late 80s, it's a really good bang for the buck guitar right there. And Man, love this guitar, man. It's so sick. And that, my friends, is Guitar of the Week for you right there. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's go back. All right, question of the day. Remember I told you that I wanted to have filmed questions from now on. I got one from Nicholas, the guy who tipped me off on the Polyphia Ibanez guitar that's not been released yet. He has a question for me. Let's listen.
Hey Ola, Saul from Friends here. My question for you is, have you ever been classically trained when it comes to guitar? Meaning learning on a classical nylon-string guitar, all the classics and stuff like Spanish classics. That's it. That's my question for you. Bye, man.
Thank you! Shit, what a legend. I'm trying to figure out if there's a guitar I can use to answer this question. Let me, give me a second, okay? Let me shut off the distortion first, okay? I just realized that the only nylon string I have is a 3/4 guitar that I bought for my kids, and it's back home, so the only guitar I have that I can show this on is, unfortunately, an electric acoustic steel string. So we used to play nylon string guitar in school music classes, and you know, you would play like... and stuff like that. But I did take an extra class in classical music. Basically, it was just a short term, like during a couple weeks, and we did a couple of classical pieces. I'm not completely sure what the piece was, but I think I trained it and I practiced so much, I think I probably still have some of it in me. Maybe you can let me know what classical piece this is. So no, I would say I'm not classically trained, but I did know some pieces that I play. I play a lot of like the Mel acoustic songs or like nylon string songs. You know, there's one with Sepultura, Jasko, that was on the Roots album, I think. Oh! This is a pretty tough guitar to play on, man. So no, not too familiar with classical guitar. Maybe when I get older. And that, my friends, was SWOLA103 right there. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support what I'm doing, you can buy some merch from our merch shop. Last week, there was something wrong with the t-shirt weight. So when you put in an order for a t-shirt, it said that it weighed like 80 kilos. Which means that the shipping of the t-shirt would be like $150 or something like that. It was something stupid. Anyways, that has been fixed, so you can now buy a t-shirt. We have some more designs coming soon. I'm waiting out a little bit, so we have a little bit more time of printing these. But if you want to support, you can go to the website, you can buy some t-shirts or something, a CD maybe, I don't know. And guys, thank you so much for joining in. Hope you have a great Sunday. Goodbye.